Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are coming up on the mid-season update right now for Cold War and Warzone for Season 5, but that also means we're coming up on the end of Season 5 as well. We only have a couple of weeks left. Obviously, about half the rest of the season is filled up with the Vanguard beta taking place, so there's a lot going on in COD right now, and also quite a bit going on for the end of Season 5 as well. We've got a lot of content coming. We also have more in-season content coming in the next few weeks, and today we're basically breaking down what to expect for the final weeks of Season 5 in terms of updates and content and all that stuff. So as we go through it all, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, we are on the road to 800K. And if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, this is the best place to be. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. So obviously last week we got the whole official roadmap for Season 5 Reloaded, breaking down all of that content. We have that, and we can go over some of that real quick to break down what's coming in season, obviously. But we also have this blog post that details a lot more, including what appears to be a handful of surprises. And we also have some standard stuff coming with the season as well. But as far as the roadmap goes, obviously it's kind of small here. We can go ahead, we can zoom in and make it a bit easier to see. Face cam will block some of it, so I'll just try and keep it on the zombie stuff because that's obviously the least important in terms of what we're focused on here. But for in-season, for multiplayer, we don't really have anything going on. For zombies, the only thing in season we have is going to be the new survival outbreak mode. Everything else is coming right at launch. Zoo, demolition, the Armada region, the Black Chest event, then also the Rampage Inducer. For Warzone, right away, we're going to be getting Clash. We've talked about this numerous times already. Iron Trails, though, we're getting in season, and we'll break down this more as the video goes on. Same with the numbers broadcast sequence. We're also getting the seasonal event on the 21st. So that'll be in season as well, not right away with the whole mid-season update. We're getting various bundles and stuff. Obviously, it's underneath the face cam now. Nothing crazy there. And then also a new melee weapon as a part of the event. But outside of that, everything else is coming at launch. But we can go through, let's unzoom so you guys can see what's going on here. We can go through and we can break down what exactly is coming and when and what to expect for the end of Season 5. The Cold War content, like I said, Zoo at launch. We're getting Demolition at launch. We're getting all the Zombies Outbreak stuff at launch as well. So nothing too crazy going on there. We've got Clash coming at launch, which is like the whole quads TDM on Verdansk, basically. Pretty cool. Iron Trails 84, though. This is an in-season update and something that'll be coming in the future weeks. I would assume maybe around the launch of the whole numbers event, or maybe even after that, either in week 3 or week 4 of September, I'd assume. And this is going to be a really cool mode. It's a very interesting twist on regular Battle Royale. So here's what it says. Basically, it's an updated version of standard Battle Royale. An iron will and a serious constitution is needed to survive. So expect your base health to be increased and your regen rate to be changed too. So you have more health, and regenning health is going to be a bit different. They say this is set to affect the feel of combat, time to kill, weapon perk, and equipment viability as the entire game is effectively altered. So some weapons are going to be worse than before, some weapons are going to be better than before, certain things are not really going to be viable anymore. So it's a completely different twist on BR. There's more to this though too. For loadouts, there are no free passes in this mode. Complimentary loadout drops have been removed, meaning you have to purchase your preferred weaponry. The cost at a buy station has also risen too. So you're not going to get that free loadout at the end of the first zone and at the start of the 5th zone. You're going to have to buy a loadout drop. That's the only way to get your custom weapons, and it's going to cost more as well. So it's going to be harder to get your preferred weapons. For the Gulag, this is also a very interesting change. The Gulag is open, but the emphasis is on a one-on-one skillful takedown against your opponent. No akimbos, no semi-auto or fully auto shotguns, almost no tactical equipment. The only thing standing between you and redeployment is the agility of your trigger finger. Win the Gulag, then you can drop back into Verdansk with whatever weapon and equipment you were carrying at the end of your Gulag bout. So if you spawn into the Gulag and you have, let's say, a Krig, you win, you're spawning back into the game with that Krig, and if you had a frag, you'll get that frag. If you had a stun, you'll get that stun. That's how it's going to work. So the Gulag has an interesting twist as well. Supplemental. Also expect additional changes to the environmental elements and a variety of important aspects that impact your Warzone experience. More expansive intel available soon. I think that's going to have to do with the zone. The zone will either move in slower or faster, or it'll be smaller zones off the rip, something like that. Classified weapons. Be certain you redact it, as these can redacted. Critical information we don't hope gets redacted. So there's going to be some way to get classified weapons in this, some sort of larger Easter egg or something like that. There's no participation trophy for this mode, soldier. Only those placing first will receive the exclusive calling card. So if you get a win in this mode as well, you get a cool LTM calling card. This to me sounds like a really, really fun mode, and I'm very eager to try this one out. Definitely a very big twist to standard battle royale. A lot more RNG, it seems, is going to be involved with this. Now, we're also getting the whole numbers event. This is going to be very similar to some of the other events that we've seen in the past, where we have like the whole main tab on the main menu. We have a bunch of different unlocks like calling cards, stickers, emblems, eventually a weapon blueprint that you can get for earning, or rather completing various challenges and earning on other unlocks. So it's going to be a pretty standard event, but there's going to be some different things going on the map with this. You'll be hearing these mobile broadcast stations actually broadcasting out number sequences. You get cash through stuff, you get armor plates and whatnot. So there's a few different changes there to gameplay. In addition to the 9 challenges in Warzone centered around these mobile broadcast stations, the numbers event also includes a set of 9 challenges for Cold War as well, where you can earn other different unlocks too. One of those unlocks is going to be the Sai, these new swords. You can actually get a Kimbo sword, which is pretty interesting. Nothing too crazy. It's a melee weapon. I'm not going to lie, kind of disappointed it's not a ranged weapon, but there is a new melee for anyone interested in that. I know TKO will be very excited about that, but that's going to be a thing, and you can unlock that through the actual event. We're getting some Outbreak stuff. Again, nothing really too crazy there. We're not really too focused on that. This, though, I think is the coolest and most interesting thing of this all. Rogue transmission incoming. We have this image here. Notice where these crosses are. They are specifically, very specifically, blocking out whatever weapons these characters are holding. This character doesn't appear to be holding something. This character in the middle, though, and this character on the right, they are holding something that Call of Duty doesn't want us to see yet. Here's what they say. As this announcement was drafted, HQ has received the preceding image above, this image. Raven Software will help make sense of this in their incoming patch notes. This is not the only intel we received, though. Here's what another source who is deeply embedded within NATO sent us. As the numbers event goes online, intel suggests that Redacted are under Verdansk and that Redacted has gone AWOL. Their position is reportedly related to coordinates for these Redacted. This has led NATO to send in Special Agent Redacted to stop this unauthorized operation, as it could jeopardize the agency in discovering and stopping Redacted. Now, something that's often referred to as Redacted right now is Dark Aether, is zombies related stuff. HQ, the Requiem HQ, is often referred to as that. We also know that this is coming from NATO, so it's Cold War tied, and obviously the numbers event is also Cold War tied as well. So there's something that has to do with Cold War that is bleeding into Warzone here. What is something from Cold War that we have waited for months and months and months to bleed into Warzone? Dark Aether camo and the zombies camos. What is conveniently being covered up here? The weapons. What could the weapons have on them? Dark Aether camo. To me, this is not so obvious. I can't say it's obvious, because if it was obvious, it'd say Dark Aether was coming. But this to me is a teaser, one that I think really only could have to do with Dark Aether. I don't really see anything else that they could potentially be teasing here that they don't want us to see the weaponry for outside of Dark Aether, which we've asked for months and months and months at this point. We've known for a long time that they're trying to contain the Dark Aether and everything going on in the zombie storyline with that, with the Aether crystals and everything going on there. I don't follow it too much, but I know enough about the general lore of it. So to me, this is a clear hint at that. We're gonna have to wait and see. Raven's gonna talk about it in the patch notes apparently, but I'm excited to see what could potentially be coming. And I think at long last, it could be Dark Aether and the zombies camos. Outside of that, of course, we're getting Hudson at launch. Judge Dredd is coming in season. We're getting a new crossover skin. I am the law, but he's going to be a skin for Beck. So he's not going to be a brand new operator. Personally, that's kind of disappointing. I think it'd be cool if he was his own skin, like Rambo and like John McClane. He's just going to be a new operator skin for Beck, though, and he'll be a part of the store. And then we're getting a handful of new like bundles and stuff. Don't really care too much about those, but a hint at what appears to be Dark Aether. Obviously, we're getting the really, really cool Iron Trails mode as well, the new event, and general stuff like that. So that's the general core content that's coming in the end of the season, not at launch, right alongside the whole mid-season updates. And alongside that, towards the end of the season, we're also going to expect things like a triple threat event where we get double XP, double weapon XP, and some double battle pass tier progression. That could happen all at once. That could happen on 3 individual weekends. We know that'll be happening though regardless. It happens at the end of every single season. Then also in the last week of the season, just before season 6 launches, we should get new teasers for what's coming in season 6. So all around, we're gonna get some XP bonus events. We're gonna get teasers for the new season. We're getting all this core content that we just talked about as well in the end of season 5. That's pretty much going to do it for this video. Hopefully this helped you guys out, helped you learn more about what's coming in the next few weeks and when it could be coming. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, feel free to do so. That way you can always stay up to date with everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. And I will catch you guys later. Peace out.